Journey to Foundation was released yesterday on both PSVR2 and Quest2 after a long wait. I have been so hyped for this game for so long, and finally yesterday I was able to get my hands on it. In this video, I want to share my first impressions after spending few hours in the game. I will eventually make a fully fledged review when I have enough time to complete the game and finish it end to end. So, without further ado, let's start. Welcome back everyone to my tiny corner of the galaxy. It's me, Miha, the VR spaceman. Before we dive in, let me give you a quick introduction about Journey to Foundation, the game. It's built around the Foundation universe from the popular TV show by Apple TV Plus and the books for the same name. It's a very ambitious game. In my first few hours in the game on PSVR 2, I noticed few things that I want to share with you. Hopefully it will make you make a decision about getting the game or no. Now, let's start. The game design is great and unique, from how the setting menu are so cool based on a cube that's designed on the popular Foundation artifact to the overall art style, colors and the environment. But the graphics resolution is not that high on PSVR 2. Now, this was expected as the developers clearly mentioned that the game won't support dynamic foveated rendering with eye tracking at launch. But it's just a wasted opportunity because the settings are so cool and I would like to see and immerse in them much more better with higher graphics resolution. Secondly, the game is so story driven. I spent maybe 30% of my time listening to conversations and making choices by selecting physically the choice I want. Now, I think this is okay, but in VR is all about immersion, and regardless of how interesting these conversations are, for me they keep breaking the immersion. The developers could have just utilized the eye tracking to choose what we want by looking to it with our eyes, which would have improved this significantly, or looked for a better mechanism instead of just having to keep manually selecting the choice over and over. Keep in mind, when you are in a conversation you can't move and you're like locked in a jail until you manage to complete it, so getting out of this jail and back to the game is something I'm always looking forward to. Now, outside of the conversations, there are combat, puzzles and problem solving, climbing and exploring. Climbing was seamless, I enjoyed it to be honest. Exploring was also cool. There is not too much to explore yet, but you have a very cool compass on your hand to guide you around. The environments again are so well designed with gauges, with a lot of colors on them everywhere. There is a lot of attention to the details when you are on a spaceship. When you are in an open door environment, it also looks very good. Big planets, unique 2D backgrounds, there are moving spaceships, very nice planets in the background. I really enjoyed them, but combat on the other hand was, let's say, interesting. The shooting felt like shooting pinball. It was fun, but I did not notice a difficulty setting at all. It seemed as a simple dodge and shoot. The AI is not dumb by any means, but let's see when we go deeper in the game if there are variety in the combat and AI design. For puzzles and problem solving, I solved most of them by luck, to be honest. One of them took me almost 20 minutes. Some of them I did not get at all, and I'm a person who had no issues blasting through Red Matter 1 and 2. It could have just me so because it released very late on my time and maybe I was just tired, but I think it would be great if I could just use my very powerful and cool telepathic ability to find some clues on how to solve some of these puzzles. It reminds me of The Witcher 3 when you can just press and see where you can go. I think something like this would be very interesting. Now, the most important question: is the game worth 40 USD? I know I can't answer this yet. I believe depending on how much more hours are the game and how much more content in the game, this can be easily justified. But we need to wait until until we go more in the game. But is the game fun? I think outside of the conversation loops, the game is fun overall. I loved the gestures to salute people, it made me smile all the time. I also love the ability to read and tweak people's minds and move stuff by twisting my hand. I wish just that the resolution was better, but I'm definitely going to go through the whole game before I can make a full answer to these kind of questions. So, how was your journey to Foundation so far, and what do you think of the game? Please let me know in the comment section below. And if you like this video or you want to learn more about space and space game in VR, then please don't forget to like and subscribe. This will help me a lot. Thank you a lot for watching, and may your trips to space be filled with wonders, joy and discovery as mine.